Let's hit rewind and travel back 60 million years. Your life begins as you slide straight out of your mama's serpent's body. Boom, you're born. Your cold-blooded newbie snake self touches the lush greenery, and your tiny lungs take their first breath of thick, humid air. Congrats! You've officially entered the Paleocene in what will one day be known as Colombia. Your first thought? Not bad. Kinda cozy. You open your eyes to check things out. Well, you don't exactly open them, since, snakes have no eyelids. But who needs blinking when you've got front row seats to a tropical wonderland? The Paleocene era is still shaking off the effects of the KT extinction event. The asteroid that hit Earth and turned the dinosaurs into fossils. You weren't around for that mess, thankfully, but the aftershocks are still around. Ecosystems are rebuilding, climates are heating up, and the whole planet is rocking that hot and wet aesthetic. Around you, there are lush tropical wetlands, endless rivers, and dense rainforests. It's beautiful, it's wild, it's also dangerous. And for a tiny noodle like you, survival isn't exactly guaranteed. You look down at your scrawny little snake body. Aww. No muscles, no size, no nothing. Just a baby snake with big dreams. How, you think, am I supposed to survive in a world full of literal nightmares like crocodiles, lungfish, and giant turtles when I'm this itty-bitty? But then, a rush of confidence hits you out of nowhere, like your mom hyping you up for school picture day. You remember exactly who you are. You're a Titanoboa. That's right. Your name literally means Titanic boat snake. You're not just any snake, you're the blueprint. Sure, you're pint-sized now, but one day you'll be the ruler of these swampy rivers. You're destined to be a ruthless apex predator, and nothing is going to stop you. For now, though, survival is the name of the game. You've got to learn the ropes, dodge the jaws of bigger predators, and eat enough to grow into the absolute unit you're destined to be. Because once you've bossed up, you'll be the one turning crocs into snacks, turtles into appetizers, and lungfish into dessert. The journey won't be easy, but you've got this. You're not just surviving the Paleocene, you've set your mind on dominating it. Your little tummy rumbles. Uh-oh, you're hungry. Actually, scratch that. You're hangry. You look around and Mom's gone, never to be seen again. She was a great mom, though. Now it's time for you to step up, put on your game face, and snag your very first meal. You slither into the swampy, murky river, moving like you're straight out of Slytherin. The warm water wraps around your tiny body. It's nostalgic, kind of like being inside your mom. Wait. Nope, that sounded wrong. Forget I said that. Anyways, hunger hits you like a brick, and you realize you desperately need food. Good news, you're built for this. Your serpent body glides effortlessly through the water, your scaly skin slicing through the currents like butter. And then you see it, a tiny fish, just vibing, minding its own business. Big mistake, little buddy. You stay underwater, peek your tiny head up, and wait for the perfect moment. Instinct kicks in and wham! You strike. Success! Your first meal conquered. You slayed. Literally. Maybe life isn't so bad after all. Over the next few months, you get the hang of this whole survival thing. Little fish, easy snacks. With every bite, your body gets stronger, and you're absolutely smashing your protein goals. Major gains incoming. By now, you've hit a solid 20 feet long. Your hunting skills are leveling up thanks to trial and error. Sure, sometimes you miss, but other times, total domination. But let's talk about that lungfish incident. You thought you had it in the bag, perfect strike lined up and everything, but the lungfish's quick reflexes said, "Not today, pal," and it swam off, leaving you hungry and humiliated. Worse, its whole family saw and made you the laughingstock. Your ego got bruised after that, but you shake it off. Winning some and losing some is just part of the game. Months turn into years, and one day, it happens. You glow up. Puberty hits hard, and suddenly, you're not just a juvenile snake, you're an adult Titanoboa. You're a whopping 40 feet long. That's over 12 meters for metric fans, and tipping the scales at 2,500 pounds. Built like a tank. and you can thank that extra oxygen levels in the Paleocene air for your unbelievable size. Now, you're a certified swamp ninja. Your snakeskin's natural camouflage makes you practically invisible. You slither through the rivers and rainforests with silent precision, your massive body moving swiftly. Michelangelo's Ninja Turtles can take a back seat. You wrote the book on sneaky moves. Beast mode activated. From a scrawny little noodle to a colossal river-dominating legend, you've proven one thing. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. The swamp is yours, and everyone else, they're just living in your world. One day, you wake up from a solid nap, stretch out all 40 feet of your legendary body, and immediately realize you're hangry. Again. Your instincts say, hit the swamp, snag some fish. But nah, fish aren't cutting it anymore. You're a full-grown adult now, and it's time for a grown-up meal. You want something with a little more bite. Suddenly, you hear some rustling by the shoreline. A crocodile, lazy, sunbathing, and completely clueless about the apex predator lurking nearby. You. This is your moment. You've bossed up, and now you're ready to prove it. This isn't just a meal, it's a challenge. You slink into the water, disappearing like a shadow. Stealth mode activated. The croc is catching some Z's. But you know this isn't going to be easy. One wrong move, and it's you versus a thrashing crocodile in a wrestling match you don't want to lose. So you wait and wait. Luckily, you're built for this. You can hold your breath for an hour underwater. Then, bam! You strike at lightning speed, wrapping your muscular body around the croc before it even knows what's happening. Your construction game is unmatched, and within moments, you've suffocated your opponent. Victory is yours. For a second, you're overwhelmed by pride. Wow, I'm what they make movies about, no cap. You think to yourself, envisioning a gold medal at the Apex Predator Olympics. You're on top of the world, and your confidence is through the roof. You've just pulled off your most epic hunt yet. But then, reality hits. You look around, wanting to share this massive win with someone, and there's no one there. It's just you, the swamp, and your trophy croc. A wave of loneliness washes over you. Turns out, being an apex predator can be kinda lonely. But you shake it off. You know what you need to do next. It's time to find a lady snake and start a family. Because what's the point of being a legend if you can't pass down those epic Titanoboa genes? Cue Snake Tinder. Yeah, that's right. All the other male snakes are on it, so why not you? You start swiping on profiles, using your serpent tongue, of course, because no arms. But ugh, no matches. None of the snakes in the Paleocene are living up to your standards. You're losing hope. Life isn't just about surviving anymore. You want love, and more importantly, a chance to keep your legacy alive. Then, mating season rolls around during the spring, the one time of year where the female snakes release a special hormone to let you know they're ready to mingle. You have to make this count. You pump yourself up in the mirror, telling yourself, this is my moment. You bring out your finest snake skin, slap on a bow tie for good measure, and spritz yourself with some fish scent, because word on the swamp is that the ladies love it. With the stakes higher than ever, you slither off into the wilderness, determined to find your one true love. Little do you know, the search for a mate might just be the biggest challenge yet. You finally made it. After slithering through the rainforest and dodging all sorts of chaos, you arrive at the congregated mating spot. It's the big leagues now. Male Titanoboas from every swamp and riverbank have gathered, each one seemingly bigger, stronger, and flashier than the next. The energy is intense. You size each other up like rivals at a gym, silently wondering who's the most macho and equipped to mate. And, you start to feel a little insecure and intimidated. Maybe you're not the biggest or strongest here. Maybe you've been skipping metaphorical leg day while these dudes were out here leveling up their gains. Your confidence takes a hit. Maybe I can charm the females with my wit? You think. Yeah, right. You're spiraling a little when you spot her. A stunning female Titanoboa by the water, away from the chaos. She's different. You can just tell. Gathering your courage, you slither over, but the moment you open your mouth, Barely any words come out, just lame snake sounds. Let's just say less than smooth. You stumble over your sentences like a bumbling idiot, but somehow she finds it charming. Lucky break. You two start chatting, and next thing you know, you're head over scales. A twinkle sparks in your eye, a feeling you've never experienced before. You want to spend every waking moment with this lady snake. You're officially in love, living in a state of ignorant bliss. After a week of courting, you decide it's time to pop the question. So naturally, you do what every Titanoboa does. You bust out a little dance to impress her. Conveniently, a pungy melody is playing in the background. No clue how it got there, honestly, but it's a vibe. She giggles and says, yes, yes. You're floating on cloud 9. The days following are a whirlwind of excitement.
Several days later.
You throw a massive wedding bash at the very riverbank where you first met. Every snake in the swamp shows up. Even the other males from the mating season, who are 100% green with envy of your love story. Oh wait, they were already green to begin with. You and your lady snake dance the night away under the glow of the Paleocene moon. It's perfect. As the guests slither off to their corners of the rainforest, you finally get the moment you've been waiting for, securing your legacy. You coil around each other, locking eyes in a moment of pure, mesmerizing connection. This is it. The ultimate love story. Together, you fertilize her eggs, ensuring the next generation of Titanoboas will carry on your legendary genes. Your lady snake will spend the next 7 months growing up to 100 babies. You're living every Titanoboa's dream at peace with everything you've achieved. You lay your head down that night, drifting off into the best sleep of your life. Your mind is full of dreams, your next snack, your future babies, your life as the OG apex predator, and then, out of nowhere, it happens. She eats you. Yep, that's right. Your loving, beautiful, amazing lady snake makes you her last meal. Turns out, female Titanoboas have a thing for eating their mates as a little pre-birth snack to fuel the next generation. And suddenly, it all makes sense. That's why you never met your dad. You thought you were the big, mighty apex predator living your best life, but, you've guessed wrong. Nature had other plans. Ouch. Your legacy will live on through your babies, but let's be real, your life wasn't quite as glorious as you thought it would be. Still, you went out as part of the ultimate circle of life.